Right, here we go then, boys and girls. 2 different ways to qualify for the Champions League, and we're going to do them both, whilst also picking up the first trophy of the entire save, I think. Have we won a trophy? You'll let me know in the comments, I'm sure. Does Europa League count? For a club the size of Roma, yeah. If we were a big club, then it wouldn't count. But for a little club like Roma, who are only supposed to finish 5th in a championship level league, then I think it's fun. We've got 2 players in the Dream 11 now. Gurkan's made it in as well. Paparo's the second best player in the league. Fraser Sharp is right up there as well. And Gurkan's in the Dream 11. We are assembling a wonder team, especially when you remember all of the players we've got joining us. If you haven't seen the transfer shenanigans we got up to yesterday, LOLLUJO 2, that's what it's there for. But we've got a lot of very good young players coming in. We haven't even been given our budget for next season yet. I'm testing a theory. That theory being we can spend all of this season's money and all of next season's minimum budget, and as long as we qualify for the Champions League, they'll still give me money to spend. I might be wrong, but ultimately, even if I am wrong, that will do for summer sidings, and it won't be limited to that even if they give me nothing, because there's going to be players to sell as well. So there's definitely shenanigans to be done. Let's press continue a lot and get to the, hopefully, a match where we qualify for the Champions League through the league, so we don't have to worry about winning the Europa League. Weirdly, the Europa League final takes place before our season ends, so we could go into the Brianza game with all sorts of pressure on us. If we bottle this next match, bottle the Europa League final, we could go into the final day still with the possibility of not getting into the Champions League next year, which would be a disaster. Proteos, thank you very much for 23 months. And Muchy, thank you very much for the Prime Champions League music. I mean, we're not in the Champions League, so why would I play Champions League music? Well, even if we get a budget of 0, I'm going to spend at least 100 million more this summer. I think 100 million with a budget of 0 is a reasonable spend. Tell them they're not expected to win. Okay. You're not expected to win. Encouraged! Beautiful. Early warning as well, boys and girls. Just a reminder, really, that there is a possibility that there won't be a stream tomorrow. There's 2, just as much as we've got 2 opportunities to qualify for the Champions League tonight, tomorrow there are 2 opportunities for the world to kick me in the nuts. If it does it in either of them, I'll be sulking tomorrow night and not streaming, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. If I'm streaming tomorrow night, I am going to be in a great mood, because that means my tax bill is going to be nice and low and I've not got a big dentist bill. We'll see how we get on. But for now, let's focus on qualifying for the Champions League. How do I work around bad composure? I just concentrate. Oh, Tammy! If anyone can, come on. What if it's a medium tax bill and the dentist postpones treatment until a later date for reasons? I can cope with a medium tax bill. If anyone can, and postpone dental work, that works for me. I mean, there isn't a scenario where it's a small tax bill. I just don't want a surprise like last year when it's 20 grand more than I thought it was going to be. A good meeting with my accountant is finding out my tax bill will be roughly how much I thought it was going to be, i.e. roughly amount I've got set aside for it. As long as it's within the amount I've got set aside, it effectively doesn't exist because I've already paid it. It's if I have to find real money that hasn't already been allocated to tax that I'll be sad. No one wants to waste real money on tax. I mean, I can't imagine a circumstance where they're going to give me money. Definitely have made a profit this year. I don't pay tow for that much. I know a YouTuber who bought a bunch of equipment to avoid a massive tax bill. I mean, that's all of us every year. There's a reason all my big purchases happen in March. Last March, I bought a drone, a MacBook, a new camera, a gimbal, and a GoPro, all of which I needed. I mean, it is all, to be fair, the gimbal I still haven't used because I can't work it out. I did buy the gimbal with good intentions, but then Sheepdog tried to figure out how to use it I'm not going to hold my own gimbal. What do you think I am? The drone purchase was great. Yeah, look, I was... yes. Yeah, the drone happened very quickly. But it was a great drone. It's a really nice drone. What's a gimbal? A thing that keeps a camera steady. It's like... I mean, I could get it out, but I'm not going to. It's in a box in a cupboard. I probably will use it at some point. There's a good chance I'll use it when I do the second video for Xbox. The cameraman's sheepdog. I don't know if I'm going to take sheepdog all the way down to wherever. I can't even remember. What club is it who's done the Xbox thing? Who is it? I can't even remember the club. Bromley. There we go. I knew it was someone down south. When will we see you do a match day vlog to Ankara? I mean, a lot depends on what happens tomorrow. Rome is a lot further up the priority list than Ankara currently. Feel like I've got more travel vlog content in Rome. Get Microsoft to put you on a plane. We've won quite convincingly here today, haven't we? Right, that should be Champions League qualification, which should in turn give us our budgets for next season, which should be massive, and then we can start spending again. Give me massive budgets. There you go, and there you go. Get your guesses in the chat, boys and girls. How big is our Champions League budget going to be? I'm going to be sad if it's less than 60 million. It's going to be next to nothing, isn't it? Like, it's not a disaster if it is next to nothing. We've already got lots of quality coming in. But if it's like 60 million, I'm going to be so very delighted. Right, Tammy gets a goal bonus. Sharp gets a goal bonus. There's the confirmation we've qualified. And now our Champions League budget is... We've spent it already. My experiment didn't work. The theory was wrong. We've already spent the money. Oh, no. Oh. Well, there you go. We've learned something. We've got players to sell. It's fine. We're not going to worry too much about it. Let's have a little look then. What have we got here? Paparo at right back. Excuse me. Excuse me. That seems like a silly idea for a final. There we go. That's a bit more sensible. Right, do a goal. Oh, it's a lovely cross. 1-0. Come on, then. Is Fatty in the stands? Fatty's sat next to me in the dugout. He's here as my special guest. As a way to repair relations with him. I'm not planning on turning on him again towards the end of the match at all. What's my favourite game outside of FM? I don't know. I like lots of games. Couldn't necessarily pick a favourite. At the moment, I'm very much enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. That's what I'm playing outside of FM currently. That is the worst penalty in a European final ever. That seals Pellegrini's fate. He is another one who's going to be moving on this summer. When did I stop posting on the forums? What, the SI forums? Like 15 years ago now, I should think. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, my word. Can we just win the game, boys? Please and thank you. No, apparently not. Ridiculous. Right, then. What have we got here? We've got one more substitution to make. Anna's here. It's the Europa League final.
I was very sick.
Yeah, Anna was sick yesterday. Spicy Dwarf's coming on the right wing. But I'm actually not going to play him on the right wing. I'm going to do this if it's all the same with you. No, I'm going to play him left back.
No, he should be central.
No, he doesn't play centrally. He plays left back or right wing.
I bet he is better on the centre.
I'm not playing Spicy Dwarfs. Anna wants me to play Spicy Dwarf through the middle. Seems like a terrible idea. Don't lean on the chair. It will break.
It's my chin.
Right. We're in extra time. We're trying to win the Europa League final.
Well, why don't you just win it? What are you doing, drawing?
Yeah, we're drawing. It's extra time. What do you smell of?
Oh, I've put hand cream on.
Hand cream.
Hand
Okay. It's very fragrant.
Yes, it's oranges.
Orange. That does not smell like oranges. It smells like spices.
And spices.
Yeah. There's not been a highlight in this first half of extra time.
Are you itchy here?
No. What are you doing to
You've
me?
got two, like, it looks like heat.
Heat spots?
Yeah.
Am I finally getting liver spots in my old
No,
age?
it looks like heat.
I don't know what a heat spot is. What's a
When you
heat
get
spot?
really warm, and then
I'm not that warm.
and then you itch yourself, and then you get two raised things.
Right. We're going to go attacking for the final 15 minutes of extra time, because what's the worst that can happen?
They don't win.
That is absolutely correct. That is the worst that can happen. But hopefully...
How many extra minutes? It's already at 108.
Yeah, we'll play to 120, and then it'll be penalties if we're still drawing.
Why don't you just give it them?
I'd rather win. We haven't won a trophy yet in this save. We're 8 seasons in. There's not a highlight in the whole of extra time, not a single highlight. What is going on?
15's better.
This is hideous.
Penalties.
Yeah.
Well, see.
But look, there's my boy Tammy Abraham. You know I'm a big Tammy fan.
Yeah.
Right. Come on then. Penalty shootout to win the Europa League, everybody. Tammy's going to seal his fate here. So we already know we're getting rid of Pellegrini because of his penalty miss. And Tammy stays. Come on.
Do a football.
Do a football indeed. Right. We need a penalty save here. No?
Do
Idiots.
a football.
It's a good Dutch name, isn't it? Johnson. Oh.
Johnson toilet.
Johnson the toilet. Was that his
Well,
name? He scored against us now. Johnson the toilet. Why Johnson the toilet? I don't understand. Another good Dutch name. This is a Taylor now for the Ajax. Hey, come on then. That was worse than Pellegrini's penalty. Pellegrini has now only got the second worst penalty in a European final. If anyone can, God can. Come on.
He saved it.
He did not save it. Oh, this guy's called Kelvin. Look at that for a name. It's Dutch Kelvin. I kind of want him to score, but he's not going to. We're winning the league.
Not yet.
The Europa League, not the actual league. We are. I mean, we've won at this point. There is absolutely nothing that can go wrong. We are guaranteed to win the Europa League at this point. It can't go wrong.
They could get the next two, and you could get two not in. Well, there you go. Well done.
Look at us running to those two men in suits in the corner. Look, we're doing the trophy lift. You've got to stay for the trophy lift. Where's my little trophy? Ah! Did I run you over? Are you going to swear on stream again? Much apologies. I've only got a little Champions League. Are you not going to watch us lift the trophy? I've run her over. Hey! Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's what I'm talking about. Where am I? Why am I over here? Why am I not on the pitch? It's like being at Ilkeston again. They've moved me off the pitch because I'm not wearing boots. Is this on AstroTurf? Beautiful stuff. Look at us. I'm on the pitch again now. They can't get me off. Huzzah! We've qualified for the Champions League twice over. Oh, I got a Steam achievement as well. I won a competition with... Oh, what are you saying? How? How? How has that happened? I don't understand. What was my Steam achievement for? I mean, if it doesn't happen in match, it's not the end of the world, I guess. Yeah, the aliens being back is a problem, isn't it? But they've not happened in match, so... Yeah, maybe the Steam achievement ruined it. Last game of the season, we don't really care. So we'll just... There you go. Go and do a football, boys. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Football goal. We're good at penalties. Football. Football. I have watched precisely 0 FA Cup games, but that's not true. I watched loads of FA Cup games, didn't I? After the first round happened, I've watched precisely 0 FA Cup games this season. Come on, Rimmen. We love Rimmen. Well, I mean, this guy is doing his best to not be on the chopping block this summer, but we've signed so many defenders. Where's Pellegrini? We should probably bring him on for his last appearance. Let him have a bit of a standing ovation and all that stuff. He's been here a long time. What's that? 20 years? He's done. He's gone this year. After 20 years. Shouldn't have missed that penalty, the coward. This lot haven't even had a shot, by the way. We're quite good. We are quite good at football. Right, another standing ovation for somebody who's on his way out. And let's have Paparo playing around doing that. Because why not? And then for my final trick, Spicy Dwarf can come on. Our entire right-hand side is going to be inverting. We have no right-hand side. Having a right-hand side is for cowards. Let's try again then. Tammy Pellegrini, there you go. That's his moment. He's done. Our captain. Thank you very much for all you've done for us, sir. But it's a young man's game now. Need to keep a few around for homegrown at club. Ah, balls to that. We might have a quick look at that. That might be Pellegrini's way of staying. Although I'd rather sacrifice a squad spot in the Champions League and sign five more youngsters.